What will narcissists do when they know their game is over? Hey everyone, welcome back to our channel. Today, we're diving into a topic that many of you may resonate with deeply. You see, when you reach a point where you realize that your relationship with a narcissist has hit a dead end, it's often because you've made an incredibly tough decision. You've drawn a line in the sand and said, enough is enough. You refuse to tolerate their disrespectful behavior any longer. It's a pivotal moment where you're ready to break free, to spread your wings, and to reclaim your happiness and sense of self. If this sounds familiar, you're not alone. Join us as we explore what happens when you reach this critical juncture and how you can move forward with strength and resilience. Let's dive in. Individuals exhibiting narcissistic traits often resist such shifts. They especially dislike when you begin to discern their manipulative maneuvers and opt out of participating in their schemes. Moreover, they react unfavorably when you mirror their behavior back to them. Thus, acknowledging their manipulative conduct and refusing to engage with it is viewed by them as rejection. For narcissists, even initiating a candid conversation can provoke them if they sense their control slipping away. They may resort to ignoring you, adopting aggressive tactics, or shifting blame onto you, accusing you of causing their issues. Their aim is to regain control over you, often resorting to guilt-tripping or even labeling you as the narcissist to reassert dominance. Once it dawns on them that their manipulation no longer works, they might offer superficial apologies. However, these apologies often come with a subtle twist, subtly placing blame on you with phrases like, "I'm sorry if you hadn't," or "I'm sorry but you didn't." It's crucial to realize that any change in their behavior is likely fleeting, as narcissists' primary objective in these scenarios is self-serving, particularly if they haven't secured an alternative source of validation and support. Narcissists often resort to making grand yet hollow promises about the future to fulfill their immediate desires and entangle you once again in their manipulative schemes. Furthermore, they actively scout for new sources of attention and admiration if they perceive a lack thereof in their current relationships. For instance, if you're dealing with a narcissistic parent who feels unfulfilled by you and has other children, they might pivot their focus to them, while simultaneously scapegoating you, accusing you of selfishness and disrespect. Despite their own egregious displays of disrespect, narcissists can hold significant disdain for you. However, any hint of that disdain reflected back at them deeply offends them. They may then turn to your siblings or step-siblings, attempting to incite jealousy in you, isolating you further, and convincing you of your inability to maintain stable relationships. Their aim is to manipulate your emotions, shifting blame onto you, and fostering a sense of inadequacy in your interpersonal connections. The manipulation tactics employed by narcissists extend beyond familial ties, infiltrating romantic relationships as well. A narcissistic partner might swiftly transition to a new romantic interest, aiming to incite jealousy within you. They label you as bitter, envious, and jealous, perpetuating a narrative that elevates their own self-image while undermining yours. Paradoxically, it's often the narcissist who harbors envy towards you, yet they project this emotion onto you, fueling their illusion of superiority. This cyclical pattern of behavior characterizes narcissistic manipulation, trapping victims in a vortex of emotional chaos and self-doubt. Narcissists adamantly evade personal accountability, deflecting blame onto their victims to induce feelings of shame. Consequently, victims grapple with internal conflict, hesitating to sever ties with toxic individuals, despite recognizing it as the only viable recourse. The narcissist's relentless projection of bitterness onto you fosters doubt and uncertainty, amplifying your internal struggle. They meticulously craft narratives where they emerge either as heroic figures or martyrs, garnering admiration or sympathy. This calculated manipulation perpetuates your isolation, fostering a pervasive belief that you are the source of discord. By positioning themselves as victims, narcissists galvanize their supporters, often dubbed as flying monkeys and enablers, to launch assaults against you. These attacks exacerbate your isolation, reinforcing the fallacious notion that you are the instigator of conflict. In their insatiable quest for dominance, narcissists may escalate their strategies to involve legal proceedings, instigating lawsuits, or provoking situations that prompt you to pursue legal remedies like restraining orders. They might prolong divorce proceedings or engage in contentious co-parenting, compelling you to devise a parenting plan in pursuit of resolution. Despite clinging to the hope that a change in approach might lead to a positive resolution, it's crucial to recognize that narcissists lack the empathy required to comprehend or empathize with the consequences of their actions within legal contexts. Regardless of who initiates legal action, whether it's you taking the narcissist to court or vice versa, the narrative inevitably shifts blame to you in their eyes. The courtroom becomes a stage where the narcissist seeks validation and sympathy, expecting everyone to side with them naturally. If the outcome doesn't align with their expectations, they swiftly deflect blame onto others, their solicitor, the judge, or most commonly you. In their view, they're never at fault during court proceedings. They might pretend to be helpful, claiming they're only trying to assist you, but it's just another manipulation tactic to position themselves as either the hero or the victim, aiming for admiration or sympathy from those present. Meanwhile, the true victim often gets painted as irrational or unstable, a result of the narcissist's adeptness at playing manipulative games. The narcissist's tactic involves shifting blame onto you, portraying you as the root cause of all their troubles, thereby painting you as the one responsible for their hardships. If they sense they're losing control of the narrative, they resort to internal justifications, further blaming you in their own mind. You're labeled as bitter or problematic, especially when they feel they're losing control or being treated unfairly, leading them to cut ties entirely to regain control and maintain their illusion of dominance. When you decide to cut off ties with a narcissist, it's often after exhausting every possible effort to salvage the relationship. You've spent countless hours questioning yourself, feeling guilty for the decision, and grappling with the emotional toll of severing ties, contrary to your inclination to repair relationships. Conversely, when a narcissist decides to sever ties with you, they hold a vastly different perspective. They believe you're solely responsible for any issues, convinced that you brought this outcome upon yourself and deserve to be shunned. They expect you to realize your mistakes and seek reconciliation, setting a trap. Whether you attempt to reconcile or not, they're prepared to ignore your efforts or manipulate you further, using the situation to their advantage. Narcissists excel at manipulating situations to their benefit. If you opt to stand your ground and resist their manipulative tactics, withholding the attention they crave, they might ultimately decide to sever ties with you. This decision isn't driven by self-reflection or acknowledging their faults, but rather as a strategic maneuver. They're likely to portray you as the antagonist, accusing you of being uncooperative or lacking empathy. This narrative serves a dual purpose for the narcissist, enabling them to play the victim, eliciting sympathy from others, while simultaneously punishing you for not conforming to their desires. The longer you withstand their manipulations and reject their narrative, the greater the likelihood that the narcissist will opt to remove you from their life. It's a distorted version of game over, where they withdraw to protect their ego, leaving you to pick up the shattered pieces. It's crucial to recognize that while this outcome may be painful, it could be the best scenario when dealing with a narcissist. It liberates you from their cycle of manipulation, granting you the opportunity to heal and progress without their toxic presence. I warmly invite everyone who has watched this video to share their thoughts and insights in the comments section below. Your input can provide valuable support and inspiration to others on their journey. A heartfelt thank you goes out to all our returning subscribers for your unwavering support of this channel. Your engagement and encouragement mean the world to us. To those who are joining us for the first time, I extend a warm welcome. This channel is dedicated to shedding light on narcissistic behaviors, aiming to empower you with a deeper understanding of the challenges you may face. Whether it's navigating personal relationships or professional environments, I'm here to offer guidance through sharing various strategies and insights. If you found the content enlightening and believe it could aid you on your journey to healing and understanding, I encourage you to subscribe. Let's embark on this journey together, armed with knowledge and support, to create the fulfilling and peaceful life that you truly deserve. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video with anyone who might benefit from it. Your support helps us reach more people and make a greater impact. Remember, Every step forward, no matter how small, is a step towards reclaiming your life from the shadow of narcissistic influence. Goodbye for now, and remember, you have the strength to make today amazing. And for those seeking further guidance and support, don't forget to check out the free book and consider booking a one-on-one consultation. The link is in the description below.